found a way into
Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is April 18th, 2023. Who let it be April? I'm Bryce Castillo, your pre-show green room, great room navigator, bringing you in and out of the whole dang thing all evening long. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, if you want to support this, you can over at patreon.com/greatnight. It is tax day, GMSB. We'll talk about it a little bit, but yes, consider budgeting us in your yearly tax preparation. Patreon.com/greatnight. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on a Tuesday. I'm going to give these guys a call in the green room, great room, whole dang thing. If I'm okay. Went down the wrong pipe. Went down the wrong pipe, but you know what? That's some of the dangers associated with being your green room, great room, pre-show navigator, the whole dang thing. In the meantime, green room, can you hear me?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
Sorry, what? You're not asleep.
That's like the oldest bit.
You're not asleep.
That was like one of the first bits that we did was I would always answer the phone like
Pretending
in the 2009, like Justin had just woken me up, and I would always answer the phone saying, hello?
Yeah.
And the first words
ain't
out of
asleep,
Justin's mouth,
motherfucker.
fuck you, you're not asleep.
You're not asleep. I started tracking my sleep.
Oh my God, it's so addictive, right?
I had here. Let me see. Let me see what my sleep stats were.
Yep.
I had 2 hours and 21 minutes of REM sleep.
Yep.
4 hours and 36 minutes of core sleep, and 41 minutes of deep sleep.
They don't show you a proper picture of everything.
Oh yeah, well there's that little.
Oh yeah. No, that's what you want to see, right? And you could. Yeah. What's wild is you could remember.
But that's not a good podcast.
No.
I can't go like there's a dipple-do and then a deedle-do and then a little
we could
dip
talk
and
about
then a
the meta,
boop-a-doo
though.
and then a deedle-dee.
We could talk about the fact that sometimes, you know what we could talk about.
I don't know the difference between any of this shit. What's REM sleep versus core sleep?
All I know, well, those are different words. Like on mine, it says deep, light, and REM, and then awake. So like this was.
So REM is deep for you?
No. So like
sleep,
here's last night, right? I remember going to bed. I remember waking up. That's when I ran downstairs.
I don't care. I don't care about what you think. Give me the stats, brah.
Deep, light.
Oh, we
REM,
both had
and
40 minutes of deep sleep, twinsies.
Yeah, I know that I feel miserable all day if I don't see one deep sleep bar, and in this case, like I spent a lot of time dreaming.
So I had more light.
Do you like to hang on to your dreams, or do you just let them go?
What do you mean hang on to them?
Well,
Make them a part of my life?
No. So when you dream,
Hang on to them like vines in a jungle?
when you dream,
Yeah.
as I understand it, the brain is essentially running simulations. So, for
Yeah.
example, there are sleep studies that show that if they have somebody in a sleep lab for a week, they give them the task of like become very good at this snow skiing game. This is a PBS Nova special or whatever, right? And then eventually they'll wake people up throughout the night and they'll ask, what are you dreaming about? And then people will mumble whatever it was or whatever. And just like every time we dream, oftentimes we think back, we're like, oh, I guess that was about that thing or whatever. Essentially, there's two modes of REM sleep, one of which is the brain processes shit that's on your plate and it runs simulations. And that's why you get things that are, always related to whatever you're dreaming about, right? But the brain running simulations aren't a simulation if you think they're actual memories. So the first thing your brain does when you wake up is go about scrubbing all of that. That's why you remember it when you wake up.
Yeah.
But the only way to hold on to it, this is why people dream journal, they write it down, or almost as effective is to talk about your dreams. Unfortunately, nobody wants to hear you talk about your dreams. I mean, all of us.
Oh, you want to know what I've heard? And I've done this now a few times.
Yeah?
You go to Dali or Midjourney and type in what your dream was about.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then, so what happens, and to be honest, the most important part of that exercise is not so much the image will be a memory peg, but the fact of you typing it out. Because whenever we tell, part of the reasons that stories drift over time is every time you tell us or remember a story, you're not remembering the actual event. You're remembering the last time that you told the story.
So I had a dream that was very much a horror movie vibe, right? Where it was like kind of a smile or like Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of thing, where you never knew who was infected by the evil, and I never found out in the dream what the evil was. But all I knew was that the way that you would know physically if the evil thing had you is that the people would start leaning in like really close, right? And so it initially it happened twice in the dream, or I saw it twice in the dream. Once where somebody was leaning closer and closer, and like it feels like a normal conversation until it feels like, what the
You're
fuck
like,
are you doing right
"Wait
in
a
front of my
minute."
face? And then the image that kind of like was in my head was walking down a hallway and looking back to the elevator that I had just left, and almost like in silhouette, one of the two people that had left in the elevator, one of them was leaning like way uncomfortably like into the other person's space.
This
right?
is in the dream.
In the dream.
Yeah.
And so I went on Dolly and I like typed stuff, and nothing that I got was particularly good.
Right.
But I do now remember forever what that dream was about
Because you did the effort of picking it in a conscious
and I knew
state.
it was two people in an elevator.
Right.
One of them leaning into the other one. And like Dolly was never really able to get it. But I don't know. I do like that idea, because I think like but what I was offering was like a very cinematic shot. Like I feel like if I were in another dream that I wanted to remember, I could get a better visual of it.
Yeah. So as I understand it, if you want to hold on to your dreams,
Yeah.
if you want to hold on to your dreams, then you have to revisit them out loud or in writing or to yourself or whatever in a conscious state. Then it becomes part of your long-term conscious memory. But
Yeah.
otherwise, it gets scrubbed and dumped. Can I tell you what my dream was last night?
Yeah.
Nobody likes this. Do you remember that crazy McConaughey's muscle car that Bonnie took a
Yes.
photo in front of?
Yes.
I dreamt that you and me and Bonnie drove around wildly irresponsibly in that car. It
That
was
sounds
amazing.
awesome.
Like there was some moment that I'm like, how am I standing outside of it? And I looked out and it was like, oh, that's right. It's a T-top. It wasn't a T-top.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what I was processing in that moment, but it was rad.
Sounds good. Sounds
mean,
like good things.
I'm down for mixed up crazy dream memories.
So wait, so when do I dream? When am I dreaming?
when
in
it says
this, in this list?
REM, so
So REM sleep is the dream sleep.
okay,
Core sleep.
so when you go to bed, when you fall all the way hard asleep, and that's when
that's
you're
deep sleep.
correct.
41 minutes last night.
That's usually all I get, right? And then there's light sleep, which is kind of throughout the whole thing. But almost awake is the REM sleep. And then what's wild is to notice that like you'll wake up, you're like, oh, that was a good night's sleep. And then you'll look at the graph and you'll see, well, it says I was awake 3 times last night. You're like, what? That's not. And then you'll go, oh, yeah, no, I remember I did. I got up and peed and all that stuff.
I've had this recurring thought about dreams. So sometimes when I go to sleep, and I will confess, this often happens when I'm a little high, but
I thought if you did a lot of weed, you didn't dream.
well, this is not about dreaming.
Okay.
This is about going to sleep.
Okay.
So sometimes when I'm a little high and I'm laying in bed, I'll be thinking of a lot of stuff, and I will be thinking, oh, I'm thinking too much to go to sleep.
Yep.
But then I had this thought. Almost assuredly, one of the first thoughts that I would have after being asleep is, oh, I'm thinking too much to be asleep.
Really?
Yeah, like that's what I'm assuming.
I don't know. I had
But to the weed and dreams thing, I don't know if it's that being high makes you not dream. I have experienced that when you quit smoking weed for a period of time,
You start dreaming very
dream
intensely.
very vividly,
Yeah.
very, very quickly after. So I don't like. I've certainly had dreams when I was high, but when I stopped smoking, like that's where I would have very vivid dreams.
Yeah.
But isn't that like have you never thought about like what are the dream thoughts that would act like what are the middle grounds? What are the borderlands of sleep and,
I mean,
and consciousness?
I assume that there is kind of this is me projecting. I've only, watched several documentaries and read a book or two about dreams and sleeping and all that stuff. But it seems an awful lot to me.
Dream bragger over here.
Hey, man, of all the people to trust about understanding how sleep works, ask the fire eater. What it seems like is there's a bit of housekeeping where it's like, shut everything down, let's clean out the cobwebs, and there's really not much happening. And then it's like, okay, we're resting, let's run some simulations. And there are two different types. One is kind of flashy, a whole bunch of things, and then the other is a kind of vivid live experience.
Yeah.
One of my favorite of those was the time when I actually dreamt that I was in a writer's room trying to come up with ideas for Modern Rogue, and everybody was there, and I talked and I argued. And I'm like, "What about this? Come on, let's come up with something good." And then it was we still haven't done them, but there was.
But you had ideas.
Oh yeah, no, legit ideas. Like for example, one of the ideas that I was literally working in my sleep. One of the ideas was, hey man, what if we took that giant drone that chopped up your hand and we put up a whole bunch of balloons and we just ran that thing and chopped up a bunch of balloons. And I'm like, that's not bad, me. And so I wrote it down. But if I hadn't written it down or talked it out, I would have lost it. But have you ever done the lucid dreaming thing?
The closest that I've done to that is that sometimes when I have scary dreams, like I don't like scary dreams or dreams that are like end of life kind of thing. I've always heard, or you see it in popular culture, the idea that like, oh, if like I'm in a dream where I'm about to get stabbed or I'm like driving over a cliff or something like that, that's where the dream ends. That does not happen with me. But with me, I stand up in the dream and say like, all right, cut. This one got.
Oh my God, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, no, this is dumb, and I honestly believe a significant part of that comes from having that impulse on set, like when there's a camera involved.
Maybe it is. Maybe this is the sign of creative inability to let go made manifest, is that I can't even let my dream direct itself. I need to interject. But yeah, that will be. It's almost always at a point where something is very scary and I do want it to end because it's scary, but I write it off as creative. It's like, well, this has reached the end. Like, I'm getting stabbed by the murderer. Like, let's go back to one and we'll redo it. Like, I'm going off the cliff, so obviously the story's over. Let's just see what else we can do. Now the car's flying. The car's flying now, and it was a flying car the whole time.
Hey, there we go.
There we go. Now we're in a different story. Let's go.
Well, and I guess to me, like.
This is a hack dream. Dream sucks. Move it on.
This one was a bad one.
Boom.
The difference between a dream and a nightmare is like there could be exciting, terrifying parts of a dream, but as long as I end up with machine guns slaying the dragon, then I'm awesome and that was a good dream. But if you wake up before you get those machine guns, then that was a nightmare, basically.
I've definitely had plenty of dreams where I was about to do a cool thing and I spend the rest of the dream in bureaucracy trying to get the things to get to the good thing.
Oh,
That's happened all the time.
This is a good one. So GigaSnee44 in the chat says, has anyone experienced sleep paralysis? So one of the things that happens when you go to sleep, part of the chemistry science is like, well, obviously we can't have your body running around, punching things while it's asleep. So whatever the chemical is, it literally paralyzes you. And every so often you wake up, but that paralysis is still there.
Yeah.
This is where the idea of what's the idea of a demon sitting on your chest? A succubus or an incubus?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Have you ever experienced that one?
No, in fact, I've had the opposite. Like I'm a sleepwalker. I was a sleepwalker when I was a kid, and I have largely gotten over it. Although, as I admitted on the show several weeks ago, I did get so drunk that I walked out of my room thinking that it was the bathroom and found myself in my underwear in a hallway. But when I was a kid, I would sleepwalk often to the point where my mom had to put a double-sided, like the locks in our.
You disturb the sign for the tickle house.
The locks on my front door, my childhood front door.
Yeah.
Had to be a key on both sides. And so we'd leave the key in during the day, but at night my mom would take the key out because I would come down and try to unlock the door and like leave the house at night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That must have been insane.
Not really. I wasn't awake. So I didn't fucking know.
For your mom.
From my mom, yeah. I mean, I don't know how far I'd get. I would assume at a certain point I would wake up, like, and then I would be like, what the fuck am I doing? And I would make my way back to wherever I needed to be. But I think, yeah, like there was the worry that I might meander out while some drunk, came by and hit me.
Have you ever thought that you were maybe dreaming and needed to check whether or not it was reality, and you legitimately thought you were dreaming and it was reality? Hi, Brett.
That conversation was the Brett Weaver.
Absolutely.
Have you? Like when?
Yeah. I've had the lucid dreams. I've had all the different ones.
The lucid dreams are wild,
Yeah.
man. It's hard to hold on to those because,
Yes.
there's a brief flash of like, I'm dreaming, I could do anything. Head explode.
Yeah.
You know.
For me, it's like, hey, this is great. Ooh, I can do that thing. Oh, look, I'm losing the plot of this thread.
One of the ones that bummed me out is like, as everybody knows, Bonnie and I are on 25 years. I get so mad when I wake up and I was having a sexy dream and I could have hit that, but I didn't because I knew I would be.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
You block yourself from sex dreams that would be adulterous to your marriage.
And I've shared that with EK, and she's been like, "Go hit that shit."
But again, you're in your default state, right?
Yeah. This is my character. I'm sorry. This is my character.
I had a gig go so bad I thought I was dreaming, and I know I've told you this story, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the recurring. I'll say nightmare, but that's a soft word. It's a disappointing dream where it's like, when you're on the road, there's an OCD thing to making sure everything is set up correctly or whatever. Your big fear is that everything won't be exactly right or whatever.
Right.
And the dream always goes the same. I get through the fire eating. Then I notice that the human blockhead isn't set up. Then I notice that all my trunks are behind me. And I
Did
say,
we do this in World's Greatest Man?
we recorded it, but we never aired it.
We never used it. Okay, yeah.
And then eventually people start getting up and leaving. And it happens again and again and again. One day I'm at a community college at noon in Washington State, and everything is stacked against me. It's windy. My banners are blowing over. Stuff is not set up. Kids clearly don't care. Nobody's watching. And the gig goes so bad that I think to myself, am I having the dream right now? And I think to myself, read something, look away, read it again. If it changes, you're dreaming, right? And so I read the set list and I looked away and I read it. I was like, damn it. Fuck. It was unreal. It was unreal.
I had one of those at what was called the Ritz, then became Alamo Drafthouse Ritz. There's now the Mothership.
Yep.
Where we performed. I was in a sketch comedy group, and we went and performed, and the director, about a week before or a few days before, just bounced, gone. And so now we didn't have a director, and I go, well, I guess I guess I'm doing it. And we had the space secured. There was no advertising done for it, no marketing. There was a big football game that was going on at the time. And when we went in, there was 5 people in the seats. And nobody really knew what to do. And so I opened it by saying, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. And I went to each person, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Which, by the way, is the right thing to do. Like when I was touring, I would have a set rule where if an audience was very, very sparse, and let's say there were under 20 people, it was less awkward to individually talk to every person beforehand and say, hey, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to go up there and you're all going to pretend to be a very large crowd. And we're like, cool, great. Oh, and then, and it worked. Like breaking that tension was huge.
Yeah.
One time I did a live podcast and we were about to start and there were 2 people in the audience. And then they were like, is this the podcast that isn't yours? And I was like, no, I don't know where that is. And they're like, oh, okay. And they left. And then we did the show for literally nobody.
No one.
Literally nobody. Yeah.
But
it was.
But at least it wasn't
not
just
a
you
good
by
time.
yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
it was
okay.
me,
See y'all
Jeff
later.
Kanata, Darren Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was rough.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, that's identical to what's happening right now.
Which is odd, yeah, because like normally you're used to doing it by yourself.
Yes.
But boy, did it feel terrible at the LA Podcasting Festival.
So I had a moment. I went to Torchy's for lunch earlier this week, and I went in and I had to do. It was one of those I had to do 2 laps around the parking lot because it was so full. It was just after 1 o'clock, right? So it was
Lunch rush.
end of the lunch rush, right?
Sure.
And so I pull into the last remaining spot, and I go in and I play some Marvel Snap, and I have some tacos and stuff, and I, look at my Twitters and whatnot, and then it's been a minute, and now it's time to get back to work, and I walk out, and everybody had left, and I mean everybody. The entire parking lot was totally empty, except for one car, one giant box van.
Right next to your
Penske box van was there, and my car was gone, and I was like, my car got stolen. And I swear to God, I thought, that's neat. And it turns out that the box van was just
Blocking it.
perfectly
Just a perfect
placed in front of it.
in your eye line.
Which, by the way, I suspect means I'm in a good mental state.
Yeah.
That my car can vanish, and I say that's neat.
So I follow. We're going to talk about subreddits that I follow on the show, but there's one that I probably shouldn't admit to following that I follow now. Conspiracy Commons on Reddit.
No, I don't know.
I want to know what all the hot conspiracies are. I want to be up on what the hot conspiracies are.
Hot cons.
Basically, yeah. I don't want to be fucking fooled by them.
These cons are hot.
World's
976
hottest
cons. We're talking about
tell you what.
old cons.
This
new
might be
cons.
the world's hottest
con.
Hello, boys.
So people are getting good at making like super viral videos for conspiracies, because that's the one thing about conspiracy videos back in the day, is that they were usually pretty fucking ponderous, and it was somebody that was more passionate than talented that was making them. But I saw one the other day about how the Oklahoma City bombing was not what it might have appeared to be.
It appears to be half a building evaporated.
Yeah.
What else might it be?
Oh, well, I don't want to get into the specifics of it because then it just gets gross and disrespectful. But like,
by the way, that's the new John Ronson Audible original. It's quite good.
About the Oklahoma City bombing?
Debutante, I think it's called, I think that's right. Anyway,
about Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols.
Yeah, it brings up the fact that part of what makes the Tim McVeigh thing so scary is that he's that creature in the wild, the lone wolf, right? Everyone wants to believe that there's a network behind somebody, but and then ultimately the U.S. government said, "Whoops, I guess not." And then meanwhile, Tim McVeigh's own attorney was like, yeah, I'm going to defend you because I don't believe you did all this by yourself. And it makes a credible case for
sometimes
a number of other people. But one person in particular. Anyway, it's good. It's John Ronson, Men Who Stare at Goats guy. It's good.
Yeah, anyway, they make the viral videos better now. It's very quick cuts, very like punchy humor,
sure,
dark humor, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was that was all I was saying. We can go back to talking about your podcast.
Oh no. We could talk about anything, man.
You know
what's it called?
I want to say debutante. Somebody will correct me. Not dilettante. I don't know. What do you call a rich 19-year-old girl from an oil family who wears frilly dresses and
debutante?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because the first
they think
episode
he was an FBI plant. That video I saw
Oh.
about Tim McVeigh, that
Who-
it was
who
all
killed-
an FBI organized thing.
to what benefit?
I see. It was very like
It was
like
a
third-
practice run for.
It was very third party, well, because obviously it was like very much attacking the official story and less building their own thing. This is why you shouldn't be on the internet all that long.
Yeah.
You know, because all of a sudden you start thinking that talking about the viral video about Oklahoma City bombing theories is something that you should talk about. I'm perpetuating the cycle of violence by creating more internet content about that internet content.
Can I do just some whiplash change of subject?
Please.
I don't even know if this is good, but it's good for me. I made the best chicken and rice dinner for my sister and cousin that I've ever made. It's like, and I'm a good cook.
Okay. We're going to keep it tight here.
Yep.
Give me one. Top 5 secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 secrets to the best chicken and rice dinner that you could possibly give to Brett's cousin. Secret number 5.
5. When you're cutting up the chicken, cut the backbone out and brown it, and then add chicken stock so that you have supercharged chicken stock.
You know what? I can't believe we have him, but ladies and gentlemen, Dan Rather is here. Dan, do you have comments?
I don't really know what Dan Rather. Which one's is that couple? That was that one.
Yeah,
Dan
Sure.
Rather.
Well, look, make it
Dan
take
Rather
off.
was
Maybe peel off the mask and become whoever you want.
Dan.
Say like, oh, you thought you booked Dan
I'm
Rather,
Dan
and then now
Rather.
you could be
Oh
anyone.
no, hold on, wait. No.
I'm Tom Brokaw.
Dan Rather, and George W. Bush didn't serve in the army.
That's a good point, Dan Rather.
I have this task of you. Brett.
Okay, meanwhile, secret.
I've been summoned for nothing. Kind
Dan-
of Bane. It's a little bit Bane.
you know what?
Dan Rather's a little
We
bit
have a lot of guest
Bane.
stars coming up. You take it easy, Dan. Thank you for your time. Number 4 on the list of top 5 secrets to the perfect chicken and rice.
Make sure you make a really good pot of rice. Surprisingly, making a well-made pot of rice, which is all the right ingredients in the right order, it becomes lovely. That's surprisingly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have special guest here, Andrew Heaton. Andrew Heaton, what do you think of this advice?
I think that this advice is great. I love rice.
Yes.
One thing about me, Andrew Heaton, is that I love rice.
Yes.
Friends, Lord Uncle Heaton here. I just want to tell you that whenever you find me in public, ask me for a fistful of rice and I'll reach into my waistcoat and pull out one for you.
Isn't it your waistcoat? waistcoat.
Fuck you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Andrew Heaton. I know your time's very valuable. Coming in at number 3, the number 3 secret to a perfect rice and chicken.
Instead of using onion, use shallot instead. And boy, it really amps up the flavor.
What is shallot? Oh, shallot's a different type
Shallot.
of onion.
It's like an onion. It's almost like
you
a
just
mid
chop it
spot
up.
between
You know
an
what?
onion and a garlic.
Save it for our celebrity guest.
That's true.
Mr. Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
I agree.
Okay, number 2. Number 2 of the top 5 secrets to perfect chicken and rice.
get the fancier chicken instead of just like hill country freezer pack. Instead, get the ones like the whole chickens that are like the yard bird, basically.
I think our resident expert, our celebrity guest here,
Yes.
might have something to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Stossel.
A lot of people say that you should get some random hill country trash. After all, it's economical, good for the pocketbook, good for the family. But maybe you should have some pride. Get a good bird. Feed your family what you and they really deserve.
There we
I
go.
got COVID, and I thought it was going to be fine until the government denied me Paxlovid. If I had died, I would have haunted their graves until the end of time.
Yep.
Instead, I'm making this video.
Thank you very much, John Stossel. Finally, coming in at number 1.
Number one.
Number 1.
Number one.
The number 1 way to make... You know what? We have a celebrity person to introduce this.
Number one.
It's John Stossel again.
A lot of people think that this bit's run its course. After all, we've made Justin do a bunch of bits for no fucking reason. Why would you repeat the one that just happened? I'm here to say I'm not relinquishing the mic. You invited me into your home, and like a vampire, I'll now wreak my terrible revenge.
Number 1, Brett.
Number one. Instead of using regular oil, like vegetable oil, put a little bit of butter in to brown your vegetables. And man,
Bryce.
it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Live on the scene, Bryce Castillo, man in the room. We just heard earth-shattering news that
Not
the secret,
earth-shattering. I never said
the
it was.
secret to excellent rice and
rice.
chicken was to add salt, have good chicken, and put some butter on it. How are you dealing with this crippling revelation?
That's right, Brian. The crowd here is ecstatic to learn about or using butter instead of oil.
Yep.
They say, salt, we've barely heard of the fucking thing. But they're going to use it all day, every day they make chicken
right.
and rice.
That's
Back to
right.
you.
Okay.
And
Next up, the Bengals with radio killed the video
with
star.
Stossel. More John Stossel.
That classic comeback.
Bengals? I was gonna do "Walk Like an Egyptian," but then you went with the Buggles song "Radio Killed the Video Star."
I also flipped it. It was video killed the radio star. Yeah.
Fuck, man. Dude, keep that one for the lore.
Mind games. Hey Bryce, how are you, man?
Good. Did you guys see the big Marvel announcement today?
No.
I got a new app. I got a new game coming out.
What?
A Marvel game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think you guys are probably going to do it. I think you two are definitely
What's
probably
it?
gonna do
What is it?
It's called Marvel Move.
Okay.
This is I'm reading from Eurogamer. The app gamifies your running by popping Marvel's heroes in your ear as they join you via the app's interactive
that's
stories.
pretty good.
For example, you can walk or jog your way through the storylines if you prefer. So
Yes.
they do a thing where it's like run for a mile, jog for like a half mile, do like squats or something. 20
Interval
times.
training. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a game, I think 10 years ago I was playing it called Zombies Run that had a whole narrative.
Guess what? This is those same people.
Same people.
Yes.
I
They're
fucking
making-
hated that game.
Oh no, but what if it was Marvel though? Well,
no,
what
I
if
don't.
it was
No,
Marvel?
I didn't like it. Not because I
What
didn't
if
like
it
the
was
story.
Marvel?
I thought the
What if it
story
was
was
Marvel?
aight, No, it was the mechanics that annoyed me.
Oh yeah, no,
Because it was
because like Negan showed up, and you're like, "Who are you?" And they kept
there
killing
wasn't
off characters.
Oh wait, are you? I don't know if you're being
past each
serious
other.
because I only
Yeah,
played it a few
ships
times.
and
No, it was not a licensed game. I'm pretending as though it were a Walking Dead themed thing, and everybody died. It was
got
its
me.
own IP. But what if it had its own IP?
No,
or was-
again, the reason why I hated it was not to do with the story. The reason why I hated it was because I hated their mechanics. Like it was like oh, run faster, and it's like I'm running as fast as I fucking can. Stop fucking annoying me with this. This
I
is
guess you want to
stupid.
become a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like their mechanics.
Wait, hold
I
on.
don't know.
When-
But it's up to
when-
people
when-
making it
okay, hold on. Just
Then I got shit to do when I was running. Like now I go to a thing where I run and people yell at me to do it. But like before I was running, like I don't know, I want to listen to what I want to listen to. Get out of here with this fucking fake zombie fugazi bullshit.
just throwing this out here. What if, like, in the Zombies Run, like, you just hear like, I don't want to make those gross noises, but you would just hear them louder and
But
louder.
if you did want it, what would they sound like?
They would sound like me, Andrew Heaton.
It's me, Andrew Heaton. We're all chasing you. After
well,
all,
I'm
we're
also
all
Andrew
here.
Heaton.
We're all Andrew Heaton.
Andrew
We're all
Heaton.
Heaton.
here.
Run
And
faster,
I'm
run
big.
faster, I'd say.
What if
We're all on penny farthings.
what if you could decide to just stop running and then you joined like Magneto and you became a bad guy and he's like, yes, listen, I'm going to need you to sit in your room and not move a lot. It's the only way to defeat humans.
No, because they'd make it some dumb shit. Because it'd be like I'm Magneto, and you now need to run the opposite direction. That's what the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants needs right now.
We run.
Go find Toad 1 mile away.
Hey, you found me. I'm Toad. Listen, I think you should go back to being a good guy. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, it's me, Cyclops. I just found your body laying here. Listen, you can join the X-Men, but I'm gonna need you to just walk a little. I don't know, man. I'm kind of here for the whole. I mean, what? I'm here for it.
We got that.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Fucking whatever. I didn't like that Zombies Run game, but that's fine. I'm sure this will be okay.
Is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's going to be a great thing.
I think it's going to be the #1 issue in the 24 election. Yep. I think it'll outrank
some people
it'll
are talking
outrank
about
the
zombie
economy
run.
and abortion.
Vice President Harris, why do you feel so strongly about this issue?
I was for it and then I was against it.
Tom Scott, how do you feel about this?
I really wish I could do a good Kamala Harris impression because there's some elements where she just has that great overconfidence, but she clearly has not thought of the next word she's saying. Where she's just like the thing about Marvel Move is it's an app, and apps are in your pocket, which means yeah.
What's the meme about the Kamala laugh?
She has a very loud laugh. I can't do it.
I can't do it exactly.
I can't do it.
We did it, Joe. I like the we did it, Joe.
The We Did It Joe.
Did it, Joe?
We did it, Joe.
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
She's on her wired earbuds, and she's like, we
out
did it,
running.
Joe. We won the presidency.
But
Yeah.
she said
They're
it
not
weird
together.
when
Yeah.
They weren't together.
They clearly are great friends. That's the thing that I took away from that video is the loving, caring friendship that they both have.
Almost as good as Nixon saying, "Suck it to me."
Suck it to me. Although I will defend that joke.
Did he actually do that?
He's 'cause
He's riffing on Laugh-In. I
he was
guess.
on Laugh-In.
Oh, shit.
This was him doing a Laugh-In cameo.
That's amazing.
But everybody made fun of him because he said it wrong. But I'm gonna defend him and say no, that's the joke. The joke is that
He doesn't
everyone
get it.
thought he was out of
He's
touch,
a
and
square,
so he
yeah.
Yeah.
So he showed up being a square.
Well, in the mailbox was Halderman.
Right.
Wow.
You know, we really took him down.
That's one for the wiki.
Yeah. That's yeah. Okay. It was. You know what?
I got it. I got it. But the problem is you have to just let it go, just for the people.
I know.
Just be Dennis Miller. Just say it and move on.
Anyway.
You know what I mean, babe? Just keep on going.
Come on, babe.
Bryce,
Hi.
what are you into right now?
What am I into right now? Shit. What is it called? Video game.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
I've got
You
it.
got it.
I've got it.
You got it. Just relax.
There's this game
Just
called
talk around
The
it.
Ascent.
Yes.
The Ascent, and it's a cyberpunk action or adventure RPG, action RPG. It's a Diablo style cyberpunk game.
Monster
it's-
Pinata.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Monster Pinata, and so you're in the big tower, and sometimes there are pinatas there. And so you shoot
Wait,
people.
Monster Pinata, you
No?
walk around, you click on the thing until it bursts and loot comes out, right? I mean, that's Diablo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
I that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Possibly related. Can I do
Diablo
this?
is
Can I do this
Monster
Dennis
Pinata.
Miller? Can I do
I'm
this?
with you now.
Can I do this Dennis Miller joke I just thought of?
Sure, go for it.
You know, Kamala Harris talks like Chat GPT was running on a Game Boy, babe. All right, go back to Diablo.
Diablo's Monster Pinata.
I'll poke back in if I have any other great ideas.
But it's neat because it's like it's like a twin. It's all guns and stuff, so it's like a twin stick shooter at the same time.
Oh, so like a Robotron or Smash TV kind of one stick move, other stick shoot.
Twin stick shooter, yeah.
Okay.
Or I mean,
Yeah, that's what he said.
Sure.
like Geometry Wars,
okay.
or
It's-
yeah, yes,
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I've learned my lesson.
What? No! Is it like the Pong? Like, I don't know what you want from me.
I'm like,
Sure, yeah. But it's I don't know, it's kind of neat. It's because it's like that Diablo-y thing where you're just fucking guys up.
Where and you get things that make you more powerful at defeating things, so you
Yeah.
can attack bigger things and
Loot shooter.
yeah.
Yeah.
the next Diablo's coming out soon, right?
I think so. Diablo
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, isn't there
doing
some
betas.
weird cross promotion? I want to say like Mountain Dew or some shit, or either that or the U.S. Army.
So,
Like-
if you had to do this online, which is what got a lot of people confused, but when they brought the Double Down back to KFC,
That's what it
to
was.
chicken nuggets.
Sure.
If you ordered it online, they would give you access to the beta. But it wasn't like people didn't really know the online thing, so it was a lot of like, oh, I went to KFC and I got a Double Down and I didn't.
And
get
I didn't, and
one
all
thing at all.
I got was this damn sandwich.
But also Double Down,
Not a bad sandwich.
fast food genius.
You
to
know
be
what?
honest.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. I mean, have any of the other three of you? had
I've
it
seen it, and I had to nope out.
during
Okay, all right. Let's
The double down?
the Double Down.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
I just came up with a game. We have to, in the round, for as long as we're comfortable doing so, eliminate fast food franchises forever. They die the moment we say their name, and they never come back, and you can never have them again. I'll begin.
When do we
with-
stop? Or
What?
Okay.
We keep going
Forever.
until we
This is
begin
the
to become
entire show.
deeply uncomfortable
This is how
with
AI
it.
is gonna
Okay.
destroy the world.
Hardy's Carl's Jr.
First?
You're going both?
What? It's
First?
it's the same company.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but-
could get away with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm throwing that
You
as his first round pick. Okay.
I mean,
Because he doesn't go there.
yeah,
He doesn't know.
yeah. They do
Okay.
good burgers. Guess who doesn't eat burgers? This guy.
Watch what happens.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Long John Silver, get wrecked.
Oh
Yeah, that's-
shit!
Get out of here, tartar sauce.
Torchies.
What the fuck have you done?
It's not nationwide. It's fine.
It's about to go.
Yep.
It's not.
Yeah, but it's like
They've
all
been-
politics are local for Brian. He's only got one more restaurant he goes to.
And there's only 2 locations for it, so it does
gonna just
qualify as a franchise.
Burger King. Fuck Burger King. Like, boy, how
Dirty as a Burger
Yeah, man.
King.
I don't know how they make.
I agree.
The best sandwich on paper, the fucking Bacon King. It's just fucking ground beef and bacon, and it still tastes shitty. Sorry, Burger King.
Popeyes.
I like their barbecue sauce better than McDonald's barbecue sauce. So I've always
sorry,
liked their
what did you
barbecue sauce.
Popeyes, and I'm only saying that because they opened a Popeyes
Stunning.
right next to our. Like, there's literally not a thing I can eat in there.
What? You can't
It's
eat anything
all
in a chicken place?
just bacon and fat. Nope.
Try that chicken sandwich.
Nope.
Okay.
You're aware of what fried chicken is?
Oh yeah.
Do you not like it? You'd
It's
never
your-
want fried chicken again?
It's your turn.
Wow. Okay. And he's
I didn't-
depriving it from all.
I
of us,
didn't
so-
realize this was going to have racial overtones.
Yeah.
I am going to say Subway.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
It should be cheaper for what it is.
Got him back.
What the?
I got him back. Long live Popeyes. Got him back. I hit him where it hurts.
It did. It did.
I hit him where it hurts.
Yep.
You.
It's a proxy race war.
Get it, Michael Phelps.
Brett.
Brett. Do you
Don't-
don't fuck him all game? Do
No,
you-
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Oh yeah. No. Fuck Starbucks.
That doesn't even count as fucking fast food.
No, they
Yeah,
have the
there's
same
fast food in there.
No,
Sure, but-
that's
they-
not the point of it.
old croissants. The brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The airport food.
Yeah. There you go.
Less
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
shit.
Sure.
Bryce.
Okay. This is tough.
I'm gonna look. We don't have to stop
good.
this, but I'm gonna
Your ass
appeal
is
to the league commissioner.
Oh.
Like I don't think that Starbucks should be like we're talking about fucking fast food here.
Yeah. Get. You know.
No, moving on.
We'll
moving
move
on.
Well, you know what?
I
You'll
can
try
sub
better.
in. I
You'll
can
try
sub
better.
in.
No, you'll try better next time.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, ooh, Pizza Hut.
Oh.
When you've got
Someone out pizzaed the hut.
when you've got a cheaper option in Little Caesars and a better option in Domino's, there's
Yep.
no need for a
I
Pizza
also
Hut.
still
You know
don't
what,
think, but like, it doesn't have a drive-through.
None of them have a drive-through.
That's my
Pizza Hut
point.
doesn't.
No, we're talking about fucking fast food. They should probably have a
yeah,
drive-through.
That's a good point. Pizza Hut, canonically, you sit down and you're in
Fast
the 1970s.
casual,
I
maybe.
mean, but if
Yeah.
you take out, I mean, all these places are takeout now.
Yeah.
Pizza places.
Yeah,
None
but
of
like
them are
I've
takeout.
been to Subways with
All
drive-throughs.
right,
All right, fine.
both you guys get a pass. You're Starbucks. Yours is Pizza Hut. You know what? I will say. Schlotzky's.
Is Schlotzsky's got a drive-through?
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
doing the
they do.
drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A.
No.
Yeah.
What are you? What are you doing?
One more for
are
the
you
good
doing?
guys. One more.
What are you doing?
Right side of history.
You, Brett.
Arby's.
What?
No,
What?
yeah. fuck
What?
Arby's.
No,
They
I'm
have
with
the
you.
meats.
I mean, that's debatable.
Dude, I had Arby's last Sunday. I had not had Arby's in a while, but I was coming back from someplace and I just wanted a quick lunch.
And
Fucking the shit. It was awesome.
That's right.
I got 2 fucking double sandwiches. I poured a shit ton of Arby's sauce on them. I didn't even feel like
Big beef
super
and
bad
cheddar,
about it.
Horsey sauce, the good curly fries. I mean, fuck, man, you're leaving us with Jack in the Box curly fries.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah, I can't cut
can't take
Jack
it?
in the Box because the tacos. That's the only reason I go to Jack in the
That's
Box.
the-
so who are
For
you
the
going to cut?
tacos.
Well, he cut Arby's.
I
Yeah,
cut
oh, you
Arby's.
cut Arby's,
What,
yeah.
what about you?
Oh shit, this is a tough one. I gotta cut. Ooh, it's McDonald's.
Yep.
I don't love I don't love
You
the
know what?
Academy
Fuck.
implications, but I think Wendy's is just better than McDonald's.
I'm going to pretend that brand never came up in conversation, so nobody remembers it. Because I hope it's last. Fuck Jack in the Box.
What?
All right.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They would. Oh, okay.
Justin.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look away, Brian.
Oh no. He's gonna.
Look away.
Just tell me
Look
about the
away.
rabbits.
Look away. Look away.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to do this to Bryce. Taco Bell!
Oh! No, you didn't. That's a crime against humanity. What are you doing? No. No.
Wild card!
6 ingredients.
Thought
mixed
I
the
was just
same
attacking
way.
the whites.
God.
Guess not.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
What a loss.
Yo, Kiero,
Brett?
chaos.
There's a hole where the Earth used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they have a drive-through. Panda Express.
All right.
Yeah.
Hipster picks.
Well,
That's all
you
I'm
know.
saying is hipster picks.
yeah.
Okay. I'm here slaughtering sacred cows here.
Okay,
And you're
the next one's
and you're
gonna
and
be a
you're and
sacred
you're
cow.
fucking
Okay, Bryce, Bryce,
gonna
Bryce.
upset
shrimp and black bean sauce over here.
Bryce.
Okay. It's getting tough because we're whittling down the big ones.
Yeah.
We're whittling
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
the big players
Yeah.
here. It kind of seems like we're not even saving anybody. It just seems like they're trying
If
to
we
kill
were
everybody.
saving
Almost
somebody,
feels like we're 5 minutes past the hour.
I don't give a fuck.
started
This
15
could be
minutes
this could be
late.
the next 2 hours.
That's it. That's the whole show.
Rallies/checkers.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, you know
They're
what?
on the way out anyway.
Steak and Shake. Fuck
What?
those guys. Yeah.
It's good though.
Nah. So what?
All right.
Yeah. Wendy's.
No! What the fuck, you monster! What are you doing?
no
This shit
more
is over.
Frosties?
No, fuck this game. This is all over.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. No, god damn it. Okay, fucking. This could have been a glorious 2 hours. Taco Bell and Wendy's.
Wait, one more.
I love all
Let
them
go on.
shits. I love all of them.
Sonic.
Oh, what the fuck? It's not even fucking fast food.
Yes, it is. They have
you have
drive-thru.
to wait. No, you.
No, they
fucking-
have drive-throughs.
They do have a drive-through.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's not a fast food. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I just go for the
The tots.
cherry lemon limeade slushy.
Them
That
tots. You ever get one of them chili cheese dogs? It's the best.
hurts me, man.
Yeah.
No, there's a little Mexican taco stand by my house that makes a better chili dog. So
You said
and it's $1.
Torchy's. You said Torchy's.
I
Yeah,
said torchies.
they don't-
Yeah. No, wait, I didn't say torchies.
They-
You said torchies.
I didn't say torchies.
I said torchies.
You said torchies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They.
Sorry.
Do you not remember that
I'm turning
fucking
into y'all.
moment?
I'm turning into y'all.
You remember that
I'm just
moment
relaxing into
from
it.
5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I'm relaxing into
That thing
it.
that you said?
I'm so fucking high
Oh
right now.
shit!
No, first
we left White Castle
Castle.
alive.
White
Castle
Castle only come in
survives.
one
Yeah.
size.
What about, or even worse, Crystal survives.
Woof.
In-N-Out survives.
In and out.
Yeah, I was holding on to In-N-Out mainly to be like,
Waffle House
fuck you, West
survives.
Coast. Oh, no. Waffle House, no drive-through. Also, Waffle House is
The shit.
sacred.
Yeah.
It is sacred. What once a
Although
semester.
sometimes there's murders.
Yep.
That's my least favorite part about the Waffle House. I like so much about it.
You see
the
that
work
video?
ethic, the prices. Every once in a while, someone gets killed at a Waffle House.
Yeah.
That happens a lot more often than I
Someone
would
said
like.
Five Guys. Five Guys doesn't have a drive-through.
Five Guys burgers and fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan.
Here's
and
my
Tim
favorite thing about a
Hortons.
Five Guys. Only assholes order large fries.
I know.
Because you just order a small fry
And
and,
they
they
just
dump
load
the
you
rest
up.
of the shit into your fucking bag.
They just
Yeah.
load you up.
Yeah. Not fast food though.
I
Which means I'm shocked that Brett.
I was
didn't
glad that,
pick it,
uh,
because that was apparently your fast food. I'm gonna go with Benihana.
I know it makes
Benihana
I'm making
is
it very
my-
clear
Did-
that I don't eat a lot
did
of fast food
KFC
places.
somehow survive? I thought for sure.
I think so.
I think it did. Yeah.
This is awful. All
And
we did was
churches-
kill our.
churches survived. too.
Churches
Churches
survived
is good.
over Popeyes.
Over Popeyes.
Over Popeyes.
Look,
that's what set me on my warpath. Was you picking Popeyes that early. It's disgusting.
Look, man, I'm trying to jog in this neighborhood, and I don't need the tempting,
Smell.
wonderful
Then why
smell.
are you taking
of-
it out
yeah.
on that? You should say like, oh no,
Look,
it's
look, they're the
it's a
ones who-
delicious smell.
They unlawfully annexed property near my property. And,
Unlawfully?
Oh yeah, unethically.
Unethically?
Oh yeah. By virtue, like people are trying to run in this neighborhood, and now I have to smell Popeyes, which
Gotcha.
smells very.
That was
very
the lack
good.
of ethics.
Oh yeah. Oh
is
yeah.
that you like the smell of fried chicken, and
Yes.
it might
I
affect
like it
your
very-
ability to run.
around my neighborhood. Yes. Yes.
Then you would hate my neighborhood because I've got a
Slaughterhouse.
chicken pollo carbone
a
place,
crematorium.
and the breeze of the smoked chicken wafts over the house every now
Okay,
and then.
all right, here. I got the way out of here. So I had one Dennis Miller joke that I don't think is that good.
All right.
So I just want to preface that I don't think this one is that good, but also like that's kind of the thing about Dennis Miller jokes. Okay, babe.
Burp.
If Joe Biden has one more facelift, his cheeks are gonna form tectonic plates, babe.
We should.
All right, we called it. Back to you, Mission Control. Back to you.
All right, thank you to the Green Room, Great Room Holding thing. Oh my goodness, welcome back. It's still Tuesday. It is still April 18, 2023. Thank you so much for joining us here. Let's take a look at our Discord, discord.greatnight.tv for the birthday borner. This is where we give all the shout outs to you and all of your lovely friends in Discord. Join our Discord and let us know when there's a birthday or some other reason to shout everyone out. And we'll do it here at the portion of the show, which is what this is. And we didn't have any. What the heck? What the heck? Boy howdy. We'll go into the rest of pre-show. But if no one lets us know about any birthdays that are coming up or any other good anniversaries, we're gonna have to give our congrats to Chris Brown. Which I hate to do it, but that's the way the law goes. So that's coming up. Your man Jeff reminding us that it says that this is the 420 episode. But I think that's gonna be the bones on Thursday. I guess we need to talk about that. What are we gonna do for the bonus episode on Thursday? Because that's also a 420. Last time the guys did they did the 420 episode without me. They did it on their own. We'll see. Flash asking if we're gonna have the same game this week. No, we won't. We'll have though it is a classic game we're gonna play, and I apologize for in a little bit. Well, that is we'll keep an eye out on the birthday borner here. I'll put that in a separate window. But it's time for a little bit of critical racing theory here. It's still 2 weeks. It's still like a week and a half until the next F1 race in Azerbaijan in Baku. But over some news stories did happen over the weekend. IndyCar had the GP of Long Beach, which is pretty fun. It's in Long Beach, California. 80 some laps. Kyle, what's his name? Kyle somebody. The Kyle guy. I'm still getting used to IndyCar. But Kyle Kirkwood, that's it. But there's still some F1 news over the past couple of weeks, including, we talked last time about Ferrari filing a protest against Carlos's penalty at the end of the Australian Grand Prix. He got the 5-second penalty. But they applied it when they ended the race under the safety car. We talked about it a little bit last week, but being 5 seconds behind is a serious penalty. But when you're also behind the safety car, that means he went from like 4th to 12th place. Pretty difficult. So the stewards, the FIA took a look. They heard from Carlos and everyone involved and said, "You're not really showing us any new information, any significantly new relevant evidence." So they ended up saying, "No, we're going to keep that. Penalty going. Sorry about that." And Ferrari, Ferrari did their thing of like, "Okay, we respect the decision." They also said, "We are now looking forward to entering broader discussions with the FIA, F1, and all teams with the aim of further improving the policing of our sport in order to ensure the highest level of fairness and consistency that our sport deserves." Sore losers! Look. You got bumped. You're just gonna have to stomach it on the chin a little better than that. Some other news that is going on. Zach Brown was out talking, saying that the FIA, which opened up a process for folks to join as a new team entrant, Zach is saying that there might be 3 or 4 teams that are going to apply for that process. We already know about Andretti and their Cadillac connection. We know that Audi is going to buy into the Sauber team in over the next few years into 2026. And there's also Craig Pollock from BAR, formerly of BAR, has a project called Formula Equal. The idea of having a total 50-50 split in gender representation, which is fascinating. We see female engineers and mechanics, but I think that would also go towards their driver lineup. So we'd have to see. That would be interesting. I think that would be the first full-time female F1 driver. There have been women who have driven F1 cars. I know Susie Wolf did. But I don't think any women drivers have actually started a race. So we'll see about that. But it'll be interesting to see all these teams show up. There's been a lot of talk of like, well, Andretti's just making a lot of noise, and some of the rest of us are just doing it quietly. But I also think that that there's a certain amount of confidence that comes with saying, yeah, we're back here. We're back here. Don't worry about it. The Baku Grand Prix starts in a few weeks.
Hey, Bryce.
Yes, Colin.
Yo, when are we gonna go watch some proper football?
Whenever you'd like.
I mean, obviously not when there's not a game, but that is something that we should put.
He
together.
doesn't have full dominion over this. There needs to be a commune with the soccer gods.
Ah, hello, it is us, the football gods. What did you just call us? Roll it back. What did you say?
Well, what area code am I calling? What area code am I praying?
We're
to?
calling from heaven.
Yeah, but American heaven or other heaven?
The Europeans do heaven differently over there.
Yeah, they do. There's different regulations on heaven over there. You can only have certain, like, you can't have pasteurized milk in their heaven.
Hello. This is the world's most ambiguous accent.
So, is soccer okay?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I'm kind of on board with calling it football.
Hipster bullshit.
No, just somebody who watches
Oh, it's
a lot
America.
of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, which takes place
It's football.
in what state in America?
In my bedroom.
Okay, but the show is a show that the fictional characters live in what state in America?
My imagination.
Is that what you call London?
You know what? I ain't never seen the filthy motherfucker. So yeah,
London or Ted Lasso?
London. Yeah.
Oh, you never been to London?
I've been through the airport. Heathrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Gatwick? What do
Both
I
of
know?
them. Both. They're both London
Oh,
airports.
okay.
Yeah.
I think I've been to both.
They're like the JFK and LaGuardia of London.
Is England cool?
No.
Where? I think they're ready.
All right. Here we go. One last minute update. Conan O'Brien turned 63 years old. So there we go. Happy birthday, Borner. Upcoming Austin FC home games, April 29th, March 13th, March 20th, March 31st.
Who are we fighting on April 29th?
On April 29th, that's Austin v. San Jose at the Q2 Stadium,
Oh my
available
God,
with
we
Apple
get to
TV. MLS.
Beat up California? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bay
Okay.
Area,
All right.
too.
I'm going to put it on the calendar right now.
Put it on.
I'm writing down the
Put
word.
it on the calendar.
Beat up California.
Beat them.
And their last three.
Beat them off. The pitch. That's what we're going to do. Beat them off. Beat them off. The pitch. Beat them off.
There we go.
2 hands. Beat them off. Beat them off. The pitch.
We're pitching it. Pitching it with both hands. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Let's do our final checks here. Alrighty. Thank you. And of course, while we do our final checks, of course, you can remember to support us if you decide to remember over at Patreon. Patreon.com/Great Night. That's where you can decide to remember to support us every week, getting you access to our bonus podcast, which is really honestly the bones is the better of the two podcasts.
Wow.
We have the best bones. So that's just throwing that in there.
Didn't have your hand. We weren't on camera when you said that.
That's right, but I still did the hand thing. But I still did do the hand thing, indeed. All right, let's do our final checks. Justin! Ryan! Let's see, Brett. Ooh.
Hello, friends.
Jeff. And we got it, I guess. The chat in our studio. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for joining us here. Let's have a great night, why don't we? Brett, are you ready? I'm going to count you in.
Let's do it.
In.